So my cousin called me up and he wanted to try a different cake. He said he wanted the cake to be chocolate but have like a cookie butter buttercream frosting. So I said, okay, bet, let me whip something up. So as y'all can see, I started first with a little all-purpose flour, some sugar. I added this cocoa powder, of course, because it is a chocolate cake. I mixed it up, and I'm not one to separate my dry from wet. I just didn't have time to do it like that. So yeah, that's why y'all gonna see me mix everything in this mixer, okay? After that, I went in with some vegetable oil, some buttermilk, of course. And I'm also gonna add a splash of vanilla to this and let it mix up and do its thing. I was a little stiff. That's before I added the eggs, but I went ahead and added my eggs in the mixture and I let it do its thing. And what's a chocolate cake without some fresh coffee? The coffee is really gonna bring out the flavor of the chocolate and just make it taste so much more better. The batter should be runny like this. I'm gonna go ahead and separate this and get it in the oven, y'all. Now, I made 3 pans because I wanted to have enough for some extra. And then I got started on the frosting. So I started with 3 sticks of butter. And I got that really soft and whipped up nice. Of course, I'm going to add the powdered sugar. And yeah, I really didn't do too much measuring. I measured some of my dry ingredients. But after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to eyeball it. So once I got the powdered sugar and butter mixed up, that's when I started adding the cookie butter. And to thin my icing out, I always use a little heavy whipping cream. So I just went back and forth from the cookie butter and the whipping cream until I got it the perfect consistency. Added a little vanilla flavor for some flavor. And I literally let this whip up for about 8 minutes just so it can get nice and fluffy and smooth, y'all. After I got done with the icing, look how fluffy it looked. I set that to the side, let my cakes cool, and I started icing my cake. Now, I realized I didn't have any icing bags, so I couldn't really pipe a design. So, y'all know I'm going to make it work always. I'm a cake decorator at heart. So, I went ahead and got this smoothed out with my spatula. And I did have a scraper, so I went ahead and got that icing really smooth. I put some grooves in my cake because I didn't want it to be so plain. And I also melted some of that cookie butter so that I can add a cookie butter drip on the sides. One thing about me, and I know a lot of cake decorators might do this, I'm going to improvise. I'm going to make something out of nothing every time. And when I tell y'all it was so good, y'all, this was a great recipe.